Welcome to a word of hope for Saturday of the 24th week in Ordinary Time. My name is Father Brian Walker. A few weeks back, I was also preaching on a word of hope, and I spoke about how plants were so important to me. I spoke about how my grandmother started me on plants, and still to this day, I love plants. We are very fortunate in our priory here at St. Pius V in Chicago that we have a solarium, and here we have so many beautiful plants. I love to come and sit and just reflect. Today, we hear Jesus talk about the sower and the seed. We hear about the importance of the sower and the seed. We hear how so many people hear this parable, and so many people walk away thinking to themselves, what the heck was he talking about? They had no idea. And apparently Jesus told his disciples, knowledge of the word has been given to you. And they were still standing there with their faces all amazed, wondering, we don't get it either. And so Jesus proceeds to explain it to them about how sometime, good seed is sown. And sometimes seed that's mixed in with the good doesn't always come up. Or sometimes the seed does sprout, but somehow, some way, it just doesn't bear any fruit. We have to think about our own actions. We are still living in a difficult time with this pandemic. We are still living with all kinds of possibilities. There are moments that can frighten us. We constantly hear numbers on the radio, on TV, and sometimes they can just scare us. The whole reasoning for us beginning this word of hope was to give people something to hope for during the time of this pandemic. I sit here today with all of you, with all of these plants around, some looking wonderful, some looking like they need a little work, but each one trying their best to survive. We are like that. May we do our part to not only survive ourselves, but to help others along the way. This is the message that Jesus gives us today. There is always hope. Amen.